Hey guys, hopefully this actually works. I am struggling a little to get everything to work out the way I want it to, and I want a TI-84 calculator on this screen, and so I've got that up. I'm kind of doing a bunch of things at once, so um, hopefully you'll be able to actually see everything. So this was a note sheet. I will try to put it online so that if you want to print it off and write on it, you can. But I don't think that you will need it. And also, one of these says counterclockwise and one says clockwise. So go ahead and make sure that when you're doing it, you have one that says clockwise and one that says counterclockwise. And maybe I should do this the other way because counterclockwise is the positive. Like when you move this way, you're moving in the positive direction. So counterclockwise rotation is when we move in the positive direction. So this is a positive angle. And then clockwise is a negative angle. Okay, so you are rotating. If it says one way clockwise, make sure that you are rotating kind of like backwards, if you will. So counterclockwise would be this way. That's a negative angle. And when you go this way, that's a positive angle. So just some defining terms. Standard position is when an angle has its vertex. So let's see, I'm running out of room. Vertex at the origin and its initial side. Oh, that doesn't look good at all. This may not work. There we go. Vertex at the origin and its initial side. SIDE on the positive x-axis. So I have a little sketch up here of an angle where I've got the vertex. That's like the point. You learn that term in geometry. The initial side is the side that we start on. And the terminal side, sorry, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have that on here. Terminal means like end. So this is the side it ends on. And you can see I put an arrow there that shows which way I'm rotating. And usually that's on purpose because sometimes you rotate backwards, sometimes you rotate forwards. So I have sketch 150 degrees in standard position and label the terminal side, the initial side, and show the measure using both positive and negative angle measures. So hopefully you remember here that this is 0. This up here is 90 degrees. And this will be 180. This will be 270 down here. So 150 is like right here. And so I have to label all this here. My vertex here is at 0, 0. This is the initial side along the positive x-axis. I am moving this way 150 degrees. And this is my terminal side. Doesn't like me writing the word side. If I now move backwards, this would still be my initial side. And this would still be my terminal side. But it's a different degree. I would go 180 this way and then another 30. So this would be negative 210 degrees. So that's an extra 30 degrees from negative 180. So knowing that you can measure both forward and backward is really important. And knowing that these are the same. These two angles that we just graphed are called coterminal. They are two or more angles, really, that share the same terminal side. So give three angles that are coterminal to 150. We already know negative 210. I'll try to use a different color here. But if I go back up here, I could rotate another another one 360. So I could take 360 and add it to my 150. And I get 510. Okay, so that's another one. And I could also, in line with my purple one, subtract another 360. So I could start here and I could go backwards and then around another 360. So if I had negative 360 and a negative 210, I'd be at negative 570. And I can do that too. Okay, so really, there are infinitely many coterminal angles because you can just keep spinning forward and backwards until you get the ones that you want. Okay. So here's something really big. Here's a big deal. Reference angle. This is like something we're going to use for the rest of the semester. So there's 3 things that a reference angle is. So it's always positive. It's very happy. Okay, always positive. It is less than 90 degrees. And it is made with the x-axis. And this gets kind of confusing because you sometimes want to make it with the y-axis, but that is not the case. So I need to find a positive angle made with the x-axis that is less than 90 degrees. I'm going to draw it in here in red. I know I've got a lot of colors going on. It is this angle right here. And this angle between positive 150 and positive 180 would be 30 degrees. The reference angle for 150 is 30 degrees. Okay, there's only one reference angle. Here it is. It is made with the x-axis. It is positive and it is less than 90 degrees, so it meets all of our criteria. So the last thing that we're going to talk about is something that is kind of like a calculator exercise. Sometimes you will see angles listed differently, like in degrees, minutes, and seconds. And so 60 seconds in a minute and 60 minutes in an hour and slash degree, I should say. So I don't ever like teach the way to do this without a calculator. If you want to know, it's in your book or I can help you find it. I do not know how to do this on Desmos. I only know how to do it on your TI-84, TI-83, 84, or your TI-30. If you have that, I think you can use it as well. So I'm going to go through these steps with you as well as make sure that this is on our website, but I'm going to start here. This is 129.98 degrees, and going from degrees to degrees, minutes, seconds is easy. So let me bring up the calculator that I've downloaded. Now I forgot what it was. 129. Let's see. 129.98. And then it's here. It says angle. It's above the app. So second and angle. And you need to choose number 4 there that says DMS. That's degrees, minutes, seconds. And then just hit enter. It's super easy. Here it is in degrees, minutes, and seconds. So that little dash, first dash means minutes, and the 2 dashes means seconds. So you should get 129, oopsies. You should get this 129 degrees, 58 minutes, and 48 seconds. And so that, I'll just go here, should be, sorry guys, what this says on here. And that's how you do it. Okay, so it's super easy to go this way. The other way is a little more complicated. So I have 24 degrees, 48 minutes, and 32 seconds. So you are going to grab your calculator and type in 24 degrees. It was in that same menu. So 24, go to the angle menu. Oops, I didn't get the right one. Angle menu, and number 1 is degrees. Okay, so 24 degrees. 48 seconds is next. So you're going to type in 48. And then back in that angle menu is seconds. That's number 2 there. Okay, and then what was it? 32. 32. Here's the only one that's not there. It's right here above the memory key. Now I know it's really hard to see and I don't have like a laser pointer, but it's alpha. So I'm going to hit alpha plus mark to get the seconds. So that one's not in the menu, and then just hit enter. And there it is. There it is in degrees. Okay, so you'd have 24.80 8 or 809 degrees, maybe 81 degrees, depending on how you rounded. And that's what this says too. So if you have a different calculator, I'll help you figure it out. If you have nothing to use, I'll also help you figure it out. But when you see things, I'm going to ask you just to convert. It is a calculator exercise.